The best day ever. Wow. I don't have to go in the army. Guys, so hi. I finally, things are working. Like, my camera is this time actually kind of working, and my computer, new computer, is working. Yes. Not like last time where everything just died completely and I couldn't make a video. So, today I'm gonna talk about more books. Yay! Because I'm cool. I like books because I'm cool. Or not. I just think I'm cool. So I'm gonna talk about this trilogy right here, which is in English called the Gem Trilogy? I'm not really sure because I've only read these books in Norwegian and not in English, and I should put them down now. But I think the English name of the trilogy is the Gem Trilogy, but the Norwegian one would translate over to Love Throughout All Ages, which is so cheesy. But anyways, the books are Ruby Red, Sapphire Blue, and Emerald Green. Yay! So this books is about a girl called Gwendolyn Shepherd. Not sure, but I think the English name of her is maybe Wynette or something. I'm not sure, so I'll just call her Gwendolyn. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me, but I think that's the right term for that. So, Gwendolyn, has a pretty strange family. Like, one of her aunts thinks that she can see the future and stuff, so she has a pretty weird family, and her best friend loves exploring and doing weird stuff. But one day, Gwendolyn figures out that she's a time traveler. And no, this is not the cool kind of time traveling, where you just like push a button and then you're in a different time or walk into a box and it's like, everybody thought I'm watching Dinosaur Line. It's more like completely random. You're just walking down the street being happy, and then you're suddenly in 1785, like, really? It's pretty scary, especially if you're in a tall building, like if you're on the 3rd floor of a building, and then you suddenly get swapped back in time to, like the 1600s, where there wasn't 4 stories on that building, and Deathfall can be really dangerous. And she also has this like a cousin that have been trained for this, but she didn't get it, and blah blah blah, and conflicts and stuff. And then you have this slightly cheesy love story, and then you have this huge mystery that you have to figure out that I won't try to spoil for you because that is mean. Yeah, it's an interesting story actually, even though it sounds really girly, and when I first got this book I was like, ooh, this doesn't really sound like anything I would like, because I don't really read that kind of books anymore. I read like 3 before that, I was like, no, not my kind of thing. But I really, really like them. And it's so interesting how all the stories in these 3 books goes in about a week together. Like, it's like a week or a week and a half of storyline in here. It's really fast to read, and it's like, wow. She fell in love with that guy without hardly even noting, with hardly even knowing her. Him? Oh my god. It's cheesy, yes. Cheesy, yes. It has its funny moments. It has its ridiculously funny moments. It's like, oh, awesome. Or maybe I just have really bad humor. That can also be a thing. But the one thing that annoyed me so much is that the books, they just end. This one and this one, they just ended. I was like, what? Why did you stop? There's no meaning in stopping right there. Really? Stop it. I really like those books. I think you should read them if you feel like reading about time traveling and diamonds and stuff. Bye!